Eto attorney, pag-usapan po natin itong, tungkol nga po sa, tawag nito, mga impeachment case na binabato, pina-file sa ating dalawang mataas na opisyal. So, bago tayo mag-arrive diyan attorney, ano ba yung ating, paunang statement muna or general knowledge na maibibigay natin sa atin pong mga audience regarding dito? Sige po attorney.
Sige, since the topic is about impeachment, konting kaalaman lang muna. Itong impeachment, this is not just an ordinary process because this is a constitutional process. And most of all, importanteng malaman ng lahat na impeachment is not a political move. Yung purpose nito is to hold high-ranking government officials accountable for serious offenses such as itong mga grounds na binigay ng Constitution such as culpable violation of the Constitution, betrayal of public trust, yung mga graft and corrupt practices, at saka mga grave misconduct. No? Yung isa pang important na i-emphasize dito sa impeachment is that this is not hindi lahat ng allegation sa isang impeachment procedure automatically qualified sa pagbigay ng valid ground sa isang impeachment. Kasi yung Constitution, nagbigay to ng strict standards, strict procedures, at saka strict limitations na kailangan sundin. Yun lang po yung masasabi ko regarding impeachment.
Alright, yun. Very well said, attorney. Eto, attorney, pag-usapan po natin. Ano yung masasabi ninyo sa pagbasura po ng Supreme Court sa impeachment complaint against po kay BP Sara? Diniklara pong unconstitutional ito ng Supreme Court. Do you think, attorney, fair, makatarungan yung decision po na ito ng Supreme Court, attorney?
Yes, it's fair because I myself, if I'm asked to give an opinion as to what my view is, kailangan ma-view kasi ito not from a political perspective but from a legal and procedural standpoint. Kasi if the Supreme Court based on yung pag binasehan ng Supreme Court ang ruling niya based on constitutional or procedural grounds which it happened, then the decision can be considered fair. The primary duty of the Supreme Court is to uphold the Constitution even if the ruling is not so popular, not so controversial in the eyes of the public.
Alright, opo. Ngayon attorney na nabasura nga po itong impeachment laban kay BP Sara. Ang ibig bang sabihin nito attorney, hindi na siya mai-impeach kahit kailan or hindi na po ba pwedeng mag-file ng impeachment against her or pwede pa naman po, attorney?
No, the dismissal does not mean permanent immunity from impeachment. Yung sabi ng Constitution natin, an official may only be subjected to impeachment proceedings once within 1 year period. So pag after 1 year period, then pwede mag-file. If the dismissal here was due to procedural issues or constitutional timing restrictions, pwede yung new impeachment complaint ma-file in the future provided it complies with yung mga constitutional requirements and timelines na binigay ng batas.
Opo, yun. Eto kasi attorney, kung babalikan natin yung mga issue kay BP Sara, babalikan natin yung mga nakaraang issue, yung tipong nagbanta kay President Marcos Jr., may mga issue sa mga confidential funds, sa DepEd, tapos sa mga hinawakan niyang ahensya. Sabi ng iba, parang prone na yun sa impeachment. Tapos parang dapat na talagang ma-impeach si BP Sara. Kayo attorney, ano po ba sa tingin niyo yung reason bakit ganito yung naging hatol ng kataas-taasang hukuman na i-dismiss nga yung impeachment against BP Sara? Wala po bang sapat talagang basihan yung impeachment complaint against BP Sara, attorney?
Bubukir, a dismissal does not automatically mean that yung allegations walang merit. That's not the point here kasi sa decision ng Supreme Court eh. In many cases, impeachment complaints are dismissed not because of walang basihan. The reason is procedural. Lalo na, for example, violation of the 1-year bar rule, failure to comply with yung mga formal and procedural requirements, at if meron pang mga defects in how the complaint was filed or endorsed. Kasi it's not just basihan substantial yan So, there could be a reason, there could be merits on the allegation, but the problem is the procedure. Yung pag-file. In simple terms, the complaint may have failed because of how it was filed, not necessarily because of what was alleged.
Opo, yun. Eh, ngayon attorney, yung mga gustong ma-impeach si VP Sara, ano yung pupuwede nilang gawin, attorney, para matuloy yung kanilang balak if ever na ma-impeach talaga si VP Sara, Attorney Kilaton?
There are still options available. Pero, sabi ko kanina, any future action must comply with proper timing, must comply with yung due process requirements, and kailangan clear constitutional grounds. We're not even in the point of having the merits of the case being tried. Wala pang ang hearing. Kaso dun sa pag-file pa lang, problemado na. Itong impeachment should not be used as a shortcut for political dissatisfaction, Bombokir. Other legal and yung mga political mechanisms, such as itong mga investigations by yung mga proper agencies, public accountability processes, elections, kailangan available itong lahat ng mga mechanism na to. Hindi lang na porket ayaw na natin sa isang impeachable official, kailangan i-push natin. Kailangan din natin sundin yung procedural law.
Alright, yun. Very well said, attorney. Dako tayo, attorney, sa impeachment naman na pinail dito sa ating Pangulo. Parang napakasalimuot ngayon ng Pilipinas. may impeachment kay VP Sara, may impeachment kay President Marcos Jr. Dito, attorney, sa impeachment naman na pinail kay President Marcos, ano naman po ang inyong opinion dito? Sa palagay nyo ba, attorney, kakatigan ito ng batas, ng korte, or mababasura lang din po, attorney?
Ito lang yung masabi ko, regardless of whether it's the president or vice president, basta any impeachment complaint against them will be subjected to the same strict constitutional standards. Pareho lang naman yun And on the other hand, yung allegations or controversies alone, hindi yan sufficient. There must be clear constitutional grounds supported by evidence. Evidence is the process of proving something, no? Depende yan sa mga naka-attach na mga documents or testimonies ng mga witnesses. And it should be filed in accordance with the proper procedure. Pag wala to, Bombokir, there is a strong possibility that the complaint will also be dismissed. So, at this moment, I cannot say na may posibilidad na ma-impeach si BBM. Depende pa rin yun because we don't have the complaint, we don't have the evidence on hand. So, it's on the party who is proving because we also have a well-settled statement na whoever alleges must prove. So, kailangan patunayan.
Yun, kailangang patunayan. Ito, attorney, sa kaso nga po ni President Marcos Jr., yung mga nag-file sa kanya, do you think, attorney, matibay yung kanilang hawak na evidence? Sapat para ma-impeach si President Marcos, attorney?
So I'll connect that to my previous answer. At the moment, impeachment is not determined by public opinion or political noise, but by the strength of the evidence and constitutional grounds. So kahit makikita pa natin sa media yung mga dissatisfaction ng mga tao, hindi sapat yun. Kailangan ipresenta talaga piece by piece, follow the procedure, and without clear showing of culpable violation of the Constitution or other impeachable offenses expressly stated in the Constitution, an impeachment complaint unlikely na mag-succeed yan pag hindi nasunod yung procedure sa pag-probe na talagang subject for impeachment talaga itong public official na to.
Alright. Eto, attorney, maisingit ko lang na katanungan, biglang pumasok sa isip ko. Kasi si President Marcos Jr. parang malapit na po yung matapos yung termino niya, 2028 kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Ngayon, attorney, pagtapos ng kanyang termino, hindi pa siya nai-impeach. If ever, attorney, uusad pa rin ba yung impeachment, attorney?
It will already become moot and academic because the purpose of impeachment is paalisin siya sa pwesto. Tapos na yung termino niya Anong silbi ng impeachment? So, it will become moot and academic.
Yun, naliwanagan ako doon, attorney. Eto, attorney, sa isa pa, tuloy tayo ulit. Ano yung nakikita ninyo, attorney, na pagkakaiba sa case po nitong dalawa, sa impeachment ni VP Sara and sa impeachment ni President Marcos Jr., attorney?
Well, yung pagkakaiba nila, magdepende yun sa number one, itong nature of allegations. Pangalawa, itong konteksto ng respective offices nila kasi magkaiba yung offices ng Vice President at saka President. And number three criteria, kailangan may political and timing consideration surrounding each case. So magkaiba talaga yung sitwasyon nila. However, from a legal standpoint, both of them, hinahatulan sila using the same constitutional standards. Itong tatlong threshold ko lang na sinabi ko for impeachment is the same for all impeachable officials. Ito yung nature nila ng allegation, konteksto, political and timing considerations, so timing sa pag-file nila. So mahirap kasi the dissatisfaction is all over the media. Yung mga tao nagsasabi, pero we will never know kung anong gagamitin sa pag-presentar as a ground for impeachment. So at the moment, we don't have that on hand yet kung ano. Pero as long as it is strong, we have senators naman na magiging judges at that time, so they will be putting their votes to that. Then it will really depend on the process, but at the moment we don't have the merits of the case, so the answer to the issue, it will really depend.
Alright. Eto attorney, if ever lang, hindi naman natin hinihingi. Kung sakali lang po na, yun nga, ma-impeach si President Marcos, or kung may nag-file pa ng impeachment against VP Sara and natsambahan na impeach siya, ano ba ang mangyayari nito, attorney? Ano yung parang mangyayari pag ganito yung kinalabasan? And do you think, attorney, ito ba yung sagot talaga? Ito ba talaga yung solusyon, impeachment, para masugpo yung korupsyon sa Pilipinas, attorney?
So first question mo, it is constitutionally possible naman pero yun nga, in reality, yung scenario na yan would be really politically destabilizing. Yung Constitution, the Constitution provides a clear line of succession naman So government continuity would still remain intact. May rules on succession naman halimbawa matanggal si Vice President at saka si President at the same time. However, in practical terms, ito na lang yung masabi ko, it could negatively affect economic stability. Lalo na ngayon, dito sa Cebu, may ASEAN. Merong negative effect dun sa investor confidence at saka yung public trust. This is why impeachment should always be treated as a last resort rather than used as a political weapon.
Alright, yun. So ito, attorney, bago tayo matapos, syempre malalim tong ating pinag-usapan. Hopefully, marami ang nakarinig, marami ang matuto. And kayo, attorney, para sa inyong panghuling mensahe, ano ang inyong maipapaalala, mensahe sa atin pong mga listeners and viewers in connection dito sa ating pinag-usapan na impeachment against PBBM and VP Sara, attorney?
The final message, just like what I said, impeachment is not a tool of anger, mga kababayan. It's not a tool for political hostility. It is a mechanism of accountability. Kaya binigay niya ng Constitution So it should be treated with utmost kailangan careful tayo. In a democracy, pwede naman magpalabas as a freedom of expression. Criticism, importante din yan. We can air out all of our disappointment to the government, but there are limitations. It must always be balanced with respect for the rule of law and constitutional processes. Hindi porket dissatisfied tayo, kailangan i-pressure na natin yung Supreme Court na mag-decide according to our will. No, it's not like that. Because the Supreme Court is placed by the Constitution as a separate, independent branch of government to interpret the law. Not to enforce the law, not to make laws, but to interpret mainly. And if we seek accountability from our leaders through impeachment, it must be done with discipline, it must be done with knowledge, it must be done with loyalty or fidelity to the Constitution, not through noise, but through the rule of law. Jura lex sed lex. Kahit harsh pa ang law, but yun talaga ang batas.